Yep, we're in an interesting predicament here, eh? Yeah. So I think, so I recorded 5 episodes, I only put up one, so I might not remember properly what things I did and didn't say on stuff that actually got put online. But I asked for suggestions as to how to continue, and nobody actually suggested anything, so here we are again. Hopefully you can actually hear me now. I forgot this game's sound effects are so loud. The music's not too loud, but the sound effects, phew. That's kind of what I forgot about there. But no matter, that's fixed now. A little bit, at least. So, that having been said, I do have an idea for how we're gonna get through this game. It's gonna be, in a kind of a sense, it's gonna almost be like a normal playthrough, believe it or not. With a bit of a twist, we're gonna get a smorgasbord of basically everything this game has to offer. If I could just play this game forever, I would actually consider playing through the game as all the characters. If I could actually save the game. Because I can't play this whole game in career mode as a single character in one sitting. But I can still try to show off all the characters, so I'll do precisely that. I will show off all the characters. I have a list of what characters I'm going to play as for which events as I go through World Circuit. So to be able to play as all the characters and whatnot, I'm going to have everything unlocked using a cheat code, because otherwise I can't save the game, so I can't unlock things. And I'll try to be mindful of who I play as when. Also, I probably should have let the announcer say things. Interesting thing, I think on the GameCube version, instead of DVD content, that says making of or something like that. I don't know if it has the same content or not. I don't remember what it says on the PlayStation version. I've played this game on every system it's been available on, and I'm usually playing this on the Xbox in particular has given me the most trouble by far. I had to bring up my list real quick of who I'm playing as where, actually. We're going to Garibaldi first, of course. And we're actually playing as Elise first of all characters. So when possible, I try to match up the characters' nationalities with the courses. For instance, Elise and Simon are the two Canadian borders here. So for the track in BC,
you won't regret this.
I'm going to play as the Canadian borders. Because we have 2 events there, we have a race and a show-off. So that means 1 for each border. I'm going to have to enter my name many times if I want to do that. I will be thoughtful about which outfit I use. Oh, whoops. I forgot something here. One moment. If you're curious how you enter cheats in this game, you go to the screen, you hold left and right trigger, and then you enter the code. Which in this case is AY right, BX down, YX left, BA up. And then let go, you hear a little noise. And now I've unlocked everything. Incidentally, Elise is available from the beginning of the game.
Very interesting.
I never thought much of Elise, to be honest, and yet she became kind of the poster child of the series. Oh yeah, if you need at some point acknowledgement of her being Canadian, I guess. I mean, hey, we are in Garibaldi, although this is probably the most fitting picture for Garibaldi. Stat-wise, so I can't increase the character's stats unless I use a cheat to make them have max stats, which would be broken. But I can influence my stats using my boards. So what I'll probably do is I'll try to use an appropriate board, but I'll generally use better and better boards as time goes on. Alpine. I just want to look at what the different first date, last date, nice. I'll also look at all the outfits and boards each character has, just to show them off. Yeah, we're going to start with basically nothing here. She is border cross, so we'll stick with border cross. If she had any alpine boards early on, I might use that because this is a race, but nope. Some people like using her for races, I'm not sure why. She has some speed to her, I guess, but I don't think she has any crazy great speed. I don't know. I'm no pro SSX player, even though I've played this game plenty. Although, I've had lots of big breaks in playing this game, because this game is going to be difficulty, namely when it comes to playing it on the Xbox. This is the first game I ever played. I have a history with it. I played it a lot.
First stop in the SSX World Circuit. Garibaldi is a dramatic run, though many spectators and riders alike complain that it is all over too quickly, due in no small part to the angle of descent and profound elevation that the course offers.
I'll let things play out here real quick.
Don't break anything on the way down, chicken legs. Get over yourself.
Elise was never the nicest one. Oh, she's also... Huh, I was not aware that she was... that she rode Goofy. Okay. I'll have to... I'm used to riding Goofy because I usually play as Moby, who is, who prefers his right foot forward anyways. Apparently she's friends with Eddie of all people? How? Whatever. Some of the friendships in this game are interesting. And then so are, people being enemies, letting you do stuff like that. So I'm gonna have to figure out everyone's tricks as I go here. And stuff like that. That was supposed to be a different trick or whatever. Not that matters in a race. Whoops. Oh, that was a really long Uber. My god. I will show you something. Probably my fist. I do tend to be pretty aggressive when I play this game. You might notice. Ah! We got each other, but I didn't get credit for knocking her down. One reason being that knocking someone down gives you full boost immediately, which is why I really like knocking people over out of the gate. This game really rewards aggression, I would say. Plus, it's times in character for certain characters. Like Elise, in particular. And some other characters more so than others. But Elise always came to me as more one of the, I don't know, so to speak, villainous characters. A la JP, for instance. I kind of the... Whoops. Oh, come on. It's one of the annoying things about being someone who rides Goofy. They tend to come off the rails in the wrong way. With their feet and switch. That's to say, they don't have the preferred foot forward, so you lose stats for it. How do we see some other... Ubers. There we go. Bar hop is a favorite of mine. Probably mostly because Moby does it. Judo is actually a very quick trick, so I notice people tend to do that a lot when they do races with Elias. So I should probably just spam it, to be perfectly honest. See if I remember how to do my signature, though. Not like that. Nope, don't. Oops. That's what happens when you have minimum stats. You can't bump into anything without terrible things happening to you. I think that's her signature? I do like how aggression works in this game. It's really detailed because characters have a base aggression towards you based on how you've acted towards them in the past and pre-existing relationships between characters, but then if you start attacking someone, they'll get angry at you at that particular moment. Whew, that was dangerous and stylish. And they'll actually stay aggressive towards you throughout the rest of that race as well. Knack, there's another one I like a lot for a few reasons. Great. At least, could you at least have the decency to get up in your preferred stance? There we go. I don't know how big the stat penalty is in this game for riding Switch, but experimental. Unethical experimentals are everywhere in original SSX, so it always feels like a reference to use it. Nope, and dialogue.
Hey, do you know anything about sportsmanship? Why so snarky, Sparky?
First place in a new course round. Bravo.
I'm probably gonna talk over myself a lot. Yeah, as you can see, I tend to make enemies. I'll try to be a bit more friendly when I'm playing as characters that aren't aggressive, but Elise is aggressive, so... Hey, Moby in my favorite outfit. And Simon, jeez.
No friends today.
C is an enemy now, wonderful. Of course... Whoa, C is doing something weird up there. Simon likes the pain, so why not? Nice to take the opportunity to do a little bit more in the way of Ubers. I'll try to show off what I can of each course as well. I shouldn't have actually tried to do an Uber there. In my mind, I was just trying to do a trick, and without thinking, did a tweak. There's a really interesting grind you can do up there, too. In that area, starting, if you, instead of taking that big jump, you, at the very beginning, you instead head off to the right. If you say so, at least, but I think it might be smart to not do that. I love how much dialogue is in this game, and the interactions between characters. There are lots of things I think are strong about this game, and I admit that a lot of it's probably nostalgia, because this was the first game I ever played. Come on, you're supposed to stay on the rail! Physics ensues. But this game, what I like to say about this game is that it's vibrant in basically every way. Fine, Moby. I just say that's vibrant in basically every way. Its characters are, its aesthetic is. It's really over the top in terms of tricks and stuff like that too. Let's just try to be quick here. Oh, come on! I like how she looked behind her. Unfortunately, I think on the Xbox version, you don't get... Yeah, so in other versions, at least... Yeah, I think in the other releases of the game, you can actually use a button to switch between overhead cam and other cameras. Whatever your default camera is. Unfortunately, you can't do that in the Xbox version. Even though this is my, kind of my native version of the game, so to speak, and there are things I prefer about it. In particular compared to the PS2 version, I admit it doesn't have the best controls. The SSX is definitely made for the PlayStation 2 in terms of controls, particularly with how the grabs work. Oh, natural. Oh, come on, Rose. Because it uses all four triggers, and you get some awkwardness using the face buttons mixed with the triggers instead on the other systems, on GameCube and Xbox. But the PS2 version has some other things it lacks. In particular, the master outfits do not look so nice in the PS2 version. There you go. May I? A little bit. That was not actually the trick I was trying to do that time, believe it or not. I didn't think I pressed the buttons to do that at all. I'm gonna have to take inventory every single time though of which tricks each character has, which is gonna be a little awkward. Whatever. I'll talk a bit more about my history and other stuff with this game later next episode.
Why so snarky, Sparky?
Hey, try some new words. It's not often I see Moby mouthing me off though, because I'm usually playing as him, and not usually aggressive towards him, even otherwise. But I'll talk more about a number of things next episode. I shouldn't try to talk about everything at once because I end up tripping over my words, interrupting myself, and we have so many more episodes to talk about these things in. But anyways, I'll see you next time in the final heat of the race, and then we'll see Simon as well in his own country. Bye everyone.